Have you ever pondered on the concept of detachment and its profound impact on one's life? Today, we're exploring the intriguing concept of Vairagya. A Sanskrit term, Vairagya translates to detachment or dispassion. Within the profound depths of Hindu philosophy, it holds a significant place, considered an essential step on the path towards moksha or liberation. But don't be misled. Vairagya is not about abandoning the world or its pleasures. Instead, it's about mastering the art of disinterest in worldly desires and attachments. It's about shifting our focus from the transient and focusing more on the eternal. It's about understanding the impermanence of worldly pleasures and the permanence of the self. Vairagya teaches us to enjoy life's experiences without becoming attached to them, fostering a sense of inner peace and contentment. It's a state of mind, a way of life. As we delve deeper into Vairagya, we start to understand its role in fostering a sense of inner peace and contentment. In the whirlwind of our daily lives, where does Vairagya fit in? Let's delve into that. In the hustle and bustle of modern living, with its constant demands and distractions, Vairagya, or the philosophy of non-attachment, seems more relevant than ever. Amidst the noise and chaos, it offers an oasis of calm and peace. Vairagya is not just an ancient philosophy, but a practical tool for the present. With the fast pace of life, we often find ourselves stressing over outcomes that are beyond our control. This is where Vairagya steps in. It teaches us to reduce our attachment to outcomes, helping us manage stress and anxiety. By detaching ourselves from the results of our actions and focusing instead on the actions themselves, we learn to live in the moment. We learn to appreciate the journey rather than constantly longing for the destination. Imagine you're an artist painting a picture. Vairagya would suggest that you focus on each stroke you make, each color you choose, and the joy of creation itself, rather than fretting over how the final painting will be received. Moreover, Vairagya promotes mindfulness. It encourages us to be fully present in each moment, to savor the here and now. By doing so, it allows us to steer clear of the tumultuous waves of constant wanting, of worrying about the future, and instead anchor ourselves in the tranquility of the present. However, it's crucial to understand that Vairagya doesn't mean abandoning our responsibilities. It's not about giving up on our goals or duties. Quite the contrary, it's about carrying out our duties diligently, without being swayed by the fruits of our actions. It's about maintaining a steady mind, regardless of success or failure. So, in essence, Vairagya is not a state of inaction. It doesn't advocate for a life devoid of aspirations or efforts. Instead, it is a powerful tool for focused action, for carrying out our tasks with a calm and composed mind, free from the turbulence of emotional ups and downs. Vairagya is not a state of inaction, but a powerful tool for focused action without emotional turbulence. So how does one embrace Vairagya in their life? Well, the journey toward Vairagya, or spiritual detachment, is not a race, but a marathon. It's a gradual process, not an overnight transformation. It begins with small, deliberate steps, which over time evolve into a way of life. Think of Vairagya as a garden. You cannot simply plant a seed and expect a fully grown tree the next day. You have to nurture the seed, water it, expose it to sunlight, and over time, you'll see the sprout, then the sapling, and finally, the tree. The same principle applies to cultivating Vairagya. So, where do you start? A good starting point is meditation. By quieting the noise of the external world, meditation allows us to listen to our inner selves. It helps us create a space where we can observe our thoughts and emotions without getting entangled in them. With practice, this space expands, allowing us to detach ourselves from the constant chatter of our minds. Next, practice self-reflection. Reflect on your actions, your thoughts, your emotions. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why am I feeling this way? This kind of introspection helps you understand your motivations and desires, enabling you to detach from them. Another way to embrace Vairagya is through mindful living. This involves being fully present in every moment, not lost in the past or anxious about the future. When we're mindful, we're not attached to outcomes or expectations. We accept things as they are, not as we want them to be. Remember, these are not one-off practices, but habits to be cultivated over time. Start small, maybe with 5 minutes of meditation a day, or a single act of mindful living. Gradually increase the time and frequency, and over time, you'll find yourself living a life of Vairagya. Embracing Vairagya is like embarking on a journey towards inner peace, where the destination is as enriching as the journey itself. So take the first step today and start your journey towards Vairagya. Vairagya is not a single state, but a journey through 4 stages. Each stage represents a deeper level of understanding and detachment. Let's walk through these stages together. The first stage is Yatamana. This is the initial stage where one consciously tries to control desires. You recognize the need for detachment and make a conscious effort to reduce your dependence on materialistic pleasures. It's like taking the first step towards a healthier lifestyle by deciding to eat healthier. Next comes Vairagya. In this stage, you can differentiate between the eternal and the transient. You begin to understand that materialistic pleasures are fleeting and start to focus on the eternal truths of life. It's like realizing that junk food may give you a temporary pleasure, but it's not good for your long-term health. The third stage is Ekandriya. At this point, your senses are under control, but the mind may still wander. You're able to resist temptations, but your mind may still think about them. It's like being able to resist the temptation to eat junk food, but still thinking about how it tastes. Finally, we reach Vairagya. This is the final stage of complete control over mind and senses. You're no longer swayed by materialistic pleasures, and your mind is completely focused on the eternal. It's like living a healthy lifestyle without any struggle or temptation. Understanding these stages can help us better navigate our journey towards Vairagya. It gives us a roadmap to follow and helps us understand where we are and what we need to do to move forward. Remember, Vairagya is not a destination, but a journey. And like any journey, it's not always easy, but with patience, perseverance, and understanding, we can make it a rewarding and enriching experience.